Kentaro Sakaguchi completely changed after confessing his love to Lee Se-young. What happened? Was it heartbreak, rejection, or something far deeper than anyone imagined? The world watched in silence as Japan's most beloved actor took an unexpected turn, leaving fans shocked and desperate for answers. Something shifted the moment he opened his heart. Why did everything change? What did Lee Se-young say? Going red carpet revealed as we uncover the truth behind this emotional unraveling. It was supposed to be just another quiet evening on set, but when Kentaro Sakaguchi pulled Lee Se-young aside after filming Wrapped, no one expected what would follow. The beloved Japanese actor, known for his cool demeanor and enigmatic charm, was about to do something he had never done publicly or privately before: confess his love. And from that very moment, everything changed. The two had worked together for months on the set of the romantic drama CO, produced between Japan and Korea. Kentaro and Se-young's on-screen chemistry had sparked rumors, but both stars dismissed them with graceful smiles and polite interviews. Yet behind the cameras, something deeper had begun to bloom: subtle glances, quiet conversations, a shared laugh that lingered just a little too long. According to Yuka Sato, Kentaro's longtime manager, he was different around her, softer, more alert. I've worked with Kentaro for nearly a decade, and I could tell, this wasn't acting anymore. The final day of shooting, Kentaro asked to speak with Lee Se-young in private. What happened next remained a mystery, until now. He couldn't hold it in anymore. A close friend speaks out. In an exclusive conversation with Red Carpet Revealed, Ryohei Matsuda, Kentaro's closest friend and fellow actor, revealed what Kentaro had told him just hours after the confession. He said, "I thought I could just let it go. Every time I saw her smile, something in me cracked. I had to tell her." Kentaro confessed his feelings in the quiet of a back corridor, away from the eyes of the crew. According to Ryohei, Kentaro didn't expect an answer. He didn't even ask for one. He just wanted her to know. Ryohei said, "That was the most honest I've ever seen him." What happened after the confession was not rejection, nor romance, but something even more unexpected. Kentaro disappeared from the public eye for nearly 2 weeks. No appearances, no interviews. Fans speculated everything from heartbreak to a secret relationship. But when he returned, it wasn't sadness that they saw. It was transformation. A press event in Tokyo, reporters noted Kentaro's radiant energy and relaxed posture. He smiled more. He answered questions with sincerity, even warmth. "He looks 10 years younger," one journalist wrote. Stylist, Mai Naka, confirmed the shift. "He told me, I feel lighter." He even asked to change his look, something more casual, more real. A new Kentaro, bolder, braver, unapologetically himself. Since the confession, Kentaro Sakaguchi has taken on roles that surprise even his most loyal fans. Gone are the safe, stoic characters, in their place, emotionally raw, boundary-pushing performances that critics are already calling the most powerful of his career. More than that, Kentaro has started to speak more openly about vulnerability, mental health, and love in interviews. In a recent appearance on the Actor's Voice podcast, he said something that resonated deeply: "Sometimes, loving someone isn't about what they say back, but what it unlocks in you." And what about Lee Se-young? Lee Se-young has remained graceful and private, as always. When asked during a promotional event about working with Kentaro, she simply smiled and replied, "He's someone who understands silence." Sources close to Se-young say she was touched by his honesty. No romantic relationship has been confirmed. An anonymous crew member from their drama revealed, she was stunned. But she respected him deeply for saying it. What really happened to Kentaro Sakaguchi after he confessed his love? He didn't gain or lose a girlfriend. He didn't fall into scandal. What he did gain was freedom, the freedom to express love, to take risks, and to let go of the quiet self-protection he'd worn for years. As his sister, Ayaka Sakaguchi, explained in a rare interview, for the first time, he let go of control. And that made him brave in a way I've never seen before. While Kentaro's confession was bold and transformative, Lee Se-young's reaction became a mystery that fans, reporters, and even Kentaro himself struggled to interpret. According to a source from the drama's production team, Assistant Director Park Minutes June, the moment was charged with intensity. I saw them walking down the hallway together after filming. He stopped, looked her in the eyes, and said something, very quietly. She didn't cry. She didn't run. She just stood there. Completely still. Then she nodded once. It was like something passed between them, silent, but electric. Was it acceptance? Was it a kind rejection, or was it simply a moment of pure mutual respect between two people who had shared something beyond words? Regardless, something about that exchange stayed with Kentaro, and many who know him say it was the turning point that triggered his transformation. Not because of how she responded. Because he finally let himself be vulnerable in a world that rarely allows it. The emotional collapse, and the rise after. What the public didn't see in those 2 missing weeks was Kentaro retreating to his family's countryside home in Shizuoka. According to his sister Ayaka, those days were some of the most introspective of his life. He slept very little, she shared. He went for walks at dawn, just listening to the birds. He started sketching again. He hadn't done that since he was in high school. I think he was trying to find out who he was when no one was watching. Ayaka described her brother as someone who had always tried to please others. His silence in interviews, his polished image, it wasn't a performance. It was protection. But something about loving Lee Se-young shattered that shell. And for the first time, Kentaro allowed himself to be undone, and rebuilt. New kind of role. The man behind the mask. Not long after returning to Tokyo, Taro turned down a lead role in a blockbuster action film, one that would have cemented his status as Asia's biggest male star. Instead, he accepted a quiet, emotionally complex role in an indie film titled Glass Leaves, the story of a man who falls in love with a woman he knows he can never have. When asked why, his response was as raw as the roles he now chooses. I don't want to wear masks anymore. I want to play characters who bleed when they're hurt. Critics were stunned. Industry veterans whispered that he was sabotaging his career. But audiences? They connected with him in a way they never had before. Iri Nakamura, a fan who attended the premiere, said, he wasn't acting. You could feel that he had lived through this pain. It was heartbreaking, but it was beautiful. Behind closed doors, a private letter. According to Ryohei Matsuda, Kentaro never spoke to Lee Se-young again after that day, but he did write her a letter. He said it wasn't for her to reply, Ryohei revealed. He just wanted her to know that her presence gave him the courage to be honest, with her, and with himself. No one knows if she read it. No one knows what it said. But close friends say that letter marked the true end of Kentaro's old self, and the beginning of the version the world is now seeing. Lee Se-young's quiet tribute. In a subtle yet powerful gesture, Se-young posted a black and white photo of a ginkgo tree on her social media just 1 week after Kentaro's transformation made headlines. No caption. No tags. But fans immediately connected the dots. During filming, the two had shot a pivotal romantic scene under a ginkgo tree. It was the first time Kentaro held her hand on screen. In the moment when many believe his real-life feelings began. Was it a silent acknowledgement? A quiet thank you? No one knows. But it was enough to send fans into emotional spirals and reignite conversations about the quiet, unspoken power of their connection. Not a love story, a story about love. In the end, the tale of Kentaro Sakaguchi and Lee Se-young is not a typical love story. No dramatic kiss, no public relationship announcement, no tabloid scandal. But there was love. A love that transformed one of Japan's most guarded actors into someone willing to shed his armor, step into the unknown, and rediscover his voice, not through fame, through emotional truth. It's the kind of love that doesn't need to be returned to be real. And in that, perhaps, lies its most powerful lesson. The world watches, and waits. Today, Kentaro Sakaguchi stands at a new crossroads. Fans are embracing the raw, expressive version of him. Directors are lining up to work with this reinvented artist. Whispers continue about a possible reunion project with Lee Se-young, though neither star has confirmed it. Still, whether they ever appear together again or not, their story has already made its mark. A reminder that love doesn't always follow the script. That sometimes, the greatest romance is the one that awakens your soul, Even if it ends in silence, red carpet revealed will continue to follow. Kentaro Sakaguchi's incredible evolution, on screen and in life. Because in a world of perfectly curated celebrity lives, his raw honesty stands out like a storm in a still sky. And we're all watching, wondering, what will he do